Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and we're going to be getting into some live attacks with some queen charge hogs, and then we'll do an air attack at the end. Alright, so we're going to get into some attacks here, but you guys might notice that the overlay here looks a little bit different. The screen is a little bit larger for you guys, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. And the webcam's shrunk down so you guys can see in the previous videos how it is. So let me know your thought process. I know if you guys are on mobile, this view is definitely a lot easier, a lot cleaner, and a lot nicer. So we're going to go with this right now because I am playing on a newer iPad here, so the dimensions are a little bit different. I'm playing on the 11-inch iPad Pro, and oh my goodness, it is really, really nice. I'm enjoying it a lot, but this is the size of the iPad so far, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. But now we're going to get into some hog attacks and then a Lalo towards the end. Okay? Well. Oh. Where's this queen gonna go? Well... There we go. We did it. We got it. Yep. Just attack from the opposite town hall. You get it every time. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this first raid and break it down my thought process. I know you guys saw the live attack, but now let me kind of voice over what I was thinking. So I wanted to set this funnel right here with the wizard and get this wall wrecker. I wanted to get my queen to go in behind the wall wrecker to help charge in, take this whole section. But the moment I realized that this wall wrecker was going in and the queen was not going to go in, then I manually popped the wrecker not to get through this next wall because I wanted the P.E.K.K.A to go from inside this wall wrecker to actually go for this multi-target inferno, and it did. Right? And also, the ice golem also was going to die and freeze this whole area. And the healers will stay alive because this multi would take out the healers right here. So the P.E.K.K.A kills the enemy queen and kills that multi-target inferno, which is going to allow my queen to actually walk up and go through this whole core. And then I decided to drop the hogs from the top side because Well, I just wanted to see, I mean, I had two expos that are actually being tanked from my queen right there, since the queen had the healers and the rage. And then the hogs can just move their way all around the base just like this. I do have the earthquake, so I could have technically, if I wanted to, drop the hogs here and earthquake the town hall. It'd be a little bit safer. And I also had that king, right? I didn't even drop the king yet. I decided, I was like, you know what, I can use the king down here and help create a funnel and get into there. But I felt I had a good path for the hogs to move through the base. It can be very risky. Definitely wouldn't necessarily recommend an attack like this in the clan war leagues when you only get one attack each. So what you could do is you probably could drop the hogs here and an earthquake in this area. But I do have that one freeze and the one earthquake there, and then I'm keeping my eye on this Grand Warden to make sure my Grand Warden doesn't get targeted by the king here, because otherwise it would force me to pop the Grand Warden Eternal Tome early. And there we go, we're moving through this town hall. And so that was kind of the thought. The queen was supposed to follow into here in the wall wrecker, and then it was just me adjusting on the fly. And then I felt, oh, okay, the multi-target went down, so the queen goes like this, and then just start the hogs and move my way all the way around the base, just like that. Now let's get into the second triple with the queen charge hogs. Oh, God. Oh, I missed that wall. Rip. I did not mean to miss that wall. No, I didn't mean to drop those over there. Did I get it? I think I got it. Close. 49 seconds. Yep, he has all this area trapped. But we're gonna get it. We'll get it. I was worried about that multi picking off my healers, but we got it. And so here is the next attack, which we're going to break down as well. And what I wanted to do is use the wall wrecker to actually charge into here and take this corner wall piece down. Because I felt if the queen can take this corner wall piece down, then the queen can then actually walk in and go through here and grab this multi and kind of grab everything behind this layer and everything behind this layer the queen can grab. And then I can send the hogs with an earthquake or something like this to take out the town hall. But the moment that I missed this corner wall piece right here, I realized that the queen was going to continue to go down the base. And then you see I set a funnel up here to make sure I try to get the queen to go in and not like loop up and around. But The Ice Golem and the P.E.K.K.A. end up actually providing some nice tanking. Drop the poison, and then my queen goes for the enemy queen, which was perfect right there. I needed that to happen. Drop the rage, and then this is where I'm like, okay, well, I realize the queen's going to walk down this alley right here, meaning she can actually take the town hall down. So that means I can send the Hogs and the Warden from the opposite side through this base, and then I pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome early as I see they are going to split off to this multi, because I want these Hogs to take this multi-target Inferno down to protect these healers. So that's kind of the reason why I did the Hogs a little early there, is because I saw the queen was under rage here, and I could definitely get the town hall. I did have another freeze, I had an earthquake and stuff to get through this town hall if I really needed to, and I felt that the queen was looking perfectly fine. So that's why once I realized that the queen was going to have the town hall through this corridor right here and getting all that, I felt that the Hogs through the backside was enough and be able to overwhelm it. And there it is, the queen charge Hogs on a base that you guys have probably seen so many times in Legends League. And it's just these little trolley style bases that people are like, if I put the town hall on the outside, it makes it really hard to get. But in here, it gets the 3-star done like that. Let's go and put it on ×4. And then it's just a matter, again, of the heroes just running around like in the first attack to get it done. And now we're going to jump into a kind of Sui Lalo Electrone that we did from the friendly challenges on stream. Alright, so now we've got a Sui Lalo Electrone, and what I want you guys to do is pause this video, pause it right now, and I want you guys to see the army composition that I have and think to yourself, how are you going to use these spells, these troops, to get this done, right? It's a Sui Lalo Electrone, means I gotta use either the Stone Slammer or the Blimp to fly in to get the queen with the clone spell and rage. So you know that right now. I want you to really think about it, kind of see if you can plan it out, and then watch this next part, right? So go ahead, pause it right now, and then come back. All right? Well, hopefully you did that. And now I will go ahead and explain to see if you are right. So when I'm thinking about Sui Lalo Electrone, I really have to think about where the sweepers are, right? So here is sweeper number 1, and it points like this. Sweeper 1 is like this. Sweeper 2 is over here. So sweeper 2 is not really going to do anything, right? So that's out of the picture, right? That's only going to affect when you do the Lalo. That's when you're going to fly. This is the important sweeper right here, this guy, right? So how are you going to fly in? Well, you can fly in with the blimp to kind of make a straight line, and let's go ahead and do that. So you can either do a straight line over here, over here, over here. How are you going to get this queen that's in the core, right? So that's going to be pretty difficult. So the only way that I felt that I could get the queen was using a Stone Slammer. And to get the queen to move in, how would I get the Stone Slammer to move into here to get to the queen and the Eagle Artillery? Well, you can see there's defenses over here. You can see there's defenses over here, meaning that I would have to clear a funnel over here. I have to clear this trash here, right? So that's my first thought. Also, I can probably also get this multi and all these defenses down with a Sui Queen. So I want to drop 2 balloons on this Archer Tower, right? Take that down, and then I want to send my P.E.K.K.A. to go this way to help set this funnel. And the reason why I do the P.E.K.K.A. is because there's not too much trash over here, or too much trash buildings. There's a lot more trash buildings over here. So if I hit my King ability, all the barbs are going to split in all these different directions, and they're going to be able to take out a lot of these buildings down. So I'm going to send my King, and he's going to go up here, and he's going to clear pretty much all of this with his ability, right? So the King will clear this. The P.E.K.K.A., I plan on clearing all of this, meaning then the Queen can be responsible for actually moving in to the base here. Let me go ahead and actually change the color, and I'll do the queen in a, I guess I'll do it in a little bit of a pink. So the queen will then step up, I'll freeze the multi, and I'll break in, and the queen will be responsible for hopefully all of this, and then she can actually maybe go for this wizard tower, this expo, or this wizard tower and this archer tower. If she goes to the bottom side, that's the best. That's what I want, right? So the queen grabs all of this. You can see what the king and the P.E.K.K.A. grab. And now the stone slammer will be able to then pinpoint this wizard tower right here by dropping the stone slammer, and then it'll go into here and then move to this eagle artillery, clone, and then you rage up the queen. Also, you can kill whatever comes out of the CC because you'll be in that CC radius, because it's right there. And then comes the Lalo, right? So now we're going to Lalo. Where's the air defense? Well, there's an air defense here. There's also an air defense in the corner right here that you can't see. It's just off screen. And then there's another air defense down here. So the plan is to fly into here like this with the Lava Hound balloons, Warden to fly over the Town Hall, And the next lava will actually come from over here and be able to take this down, and we're going to move our way through the base just like that. That's kind of the plan to get it done, right? So if we move our way through, and the reason why I'm taking an earthquake is because through all this, I don't know if I'm going to actually get 51% by the time I get to the town hall. So I'm taking an earthquake as insurance to make sure it's activated, and then the warden will fly through and we'll move our way down the space just like that. So I know that's a lot of explaining, but that's kind of the thoughts. Now let's actually watch it right here, right? So the P.E.K.K.A.s are going to move in, and here goes the P.E.K.K.A., here goes the king, right? So they're going here. So the P.E.K.K.A.'s going like this. He's moving his way down. Find a Tesla, okay. I dropped the wall breaker to test for some small bombs. I find a troll Tesla over at 3 o'clock, so I drop a balloon for it. So now the king is moving in. There's the freeze. There's the wall breaks. Now the king is going here. I pop his ability. You can see the kind of the barbs spawning all the way around here. I find another troll Tesla, so I drop another balloon up there to help take that down. And then I find another troll Tesla over at 12 o'clock. So there's a lot of these Teslas on the top side. So I drop some balloons to help take that down. And now you can see this queen is moving in here. And I just had one giant. I didn't have an ice golem because I felt that the queen can get through this with her ability and do that. So the balloon on the top side, here comes the stone slammer. So the stone slammer is now moving in. And then you're going to see me drop the rage, the clone, and move my way right over this queen here. So the stone slammer actually takes it down. There is the clone spell. E-Dragon under rage now, going to take out the enemy queen. And then he's going to take out this Expo right here. Let's see, gets the chain lightning and takes it down. So I took out this whole section over here. I'm at 40%, so I'm not at 51% yet, so meaning it won't activate. Now we're flying in and around through this way. So now the Lalo is coming down. I dropped the haste, I dropped the freeze and the earthquake because I don't want this town hall to hit me right away. And then I pop this Grand War Internal Tome, take this town hall down, and I freeze the air defense and that multi. I haste through and take out that multi. Usually you drop haste spell and freeze spells together. That's the best case if you can. And then I do have another 3 balloons left over with a baby dragon, meaning the baby dragon can get dropped down here for cleanup, and then balloons can pinpoint that. 2 of them will take down an archer tower one shot, and then I can drop another final balloon on this cannon to help with pathing to keep everything into the core, moving around from this multi to go in. And they do end up actually going to this cannon here, but this cannon does go down, provide some tanking. E-Dragon is actually going to get some chain value, and can kind of see how that is going to get it. The E-Drag pretty much stays alive almost the whole time. I think he actually does end up staying alive. He's going to get the chain value through here. And yeah, look at that. The E-Dragon from my Stone Slammer never ended up dying and stayed up the whole raid. Absolutely got an insane amount of value. And so you can kind of see how I broke this base down with the Sui Lalo and the Electrone, flying in just behind away from the sweeper to get the queen, and that eagle is huge value, plus an expo or 2, and then also taking out the enemy clan castle, that CC. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Do you guys like this overlay right here where the screen is larger? It definitely is probably a lot nicer, and I hope you guys do enjoy. If you guys did enjoy this one, you guys definitely know what to do, right? Make sure you guys go and hit that like button, subscribe down below if you haven't already for the daily content, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.